The company has different strategies. One of these strategies is just to give efficient training for its employees. Techno Brain is involved in providing efficient training in the IT sector, such as Microsoft Server 2003, Cisco trainings, statistical SPSS, and web design trainings. We have benefited a lot. IT service, yes, we have got a very good skill, and our maintenance crew just doing very well job. Our employees got a very good skill, especially in the area of marketing, in the area of data analysis, and using various systems of data. Techno Brain has been our ICT strategic partner that we work together for the future, and we appreciate this enterprise really.
I've been with Microsoft for just over 15 years now. We have products that range from games to applications on phones to software that runs the New York Stock Exchange. When we come into a country, when we're developing, when we're doing business development, the first thing we invest in is the partner ecosystem. And Techno Brain represented the kind of partners and partnership that we were looking for. We're not looking for box pushers. We're looking for people who understood the customers and people who deliver what the customers expected, because that's essentially how we sustain business. There are not too many companies that we've been able to identify and partner with. They've invested in the very strategic things similar to Microsoft. Microsoft bets on intellectual property. We spend a lot of money on R&D. So you'll find Techno Brain as one of the very few companies that actually invests in research. And as such, are not only able to partner with us, but they're able to leverage our products to customize them in ways that make them very important to our customers. So they're a very valuable partner, and the kind of partner that we strive to work with. I think most people will not miss the sheer size of the organization. They have to be one of the biggest IT companies now that we have on the continent. The way Microsoft drives its standardization or certification programs, they're global in nature. It basically implies that Techno Brain can play as an IT solutions partner anywhere in the world. I'm very comfortable with Techno Brain's approach, because I know it's their philosophy that they hire local. It is super important that Techno Brain continues to drive their strategy around expansion, around local relevance, around investment in people, local people, around investment in R&D.
Population Health Services India started in '99. We operate about 16 clinics across India to provide safe abortion services to the needy and poor people. The donor started asking us how many unique clients you served in a year. Then we were searching for an IT company who can help us to provide that kind of a data, minute data to the donors. Then we could found Techno Brain. Techno Brain has a technology to get fingerprint of a client. Through that, we can identify how many clients we served across India within a span of a year or any given point of time. After implementing this project, our efficiency has gone up in terms of getting client numbers every day. Earlier, it was a huge process because all our clinics are located in remote areas. Now with the software, we capture minute details and it improves in terms of quality of service. Some doctor is using more medicines, we don't have any clue earlier. Now with this solution, we capture all the data, whatever happens in clinics. It improved efficiency and it improved the confidence to the donors there's no gaps in the system now. Techno Brain team is good to understand the client requirements and implement the same.
RBA is a state corporation that was established in early 2000 from an act of parliament that was done in 1999, basically to regulate the pensions industry in Kenya. The reason that RBA was set up was, one, to ensure that when Kenyans retire, then they have comfortable retirement. We contracted Techno Brain to deliver a solution that is based on the supported balance scorecard methodology. Here at RBA, we use the balance scorecard as, right now we're only using it as a performance management system. But obviously, as you know, the balance scorecard can be used for many other things. It can be used as a strategic management tool and also for risk management itself. Initially, we were running it manually, meaning that all staff at RBA would develop scorecards. Obviously, those are aligned to the corporate scorecard. Techno Brain, rather, gave us supports that process. Major objective is just to ensure that the pensions industry in Kenya runs well. Okay. So right now we started with our internal processes. We want to ensure that we carry out those processes effectively and efficiently. So yes, the solution that Techno Brain delivered to us will help us do that.
We also work a lot with the Kenyan citizens to educate them and ensure that now they understand the laws which have been made to govern them, and to ensure that actually they can be able to hold the government accountable. It is really a non-profit making organization. We get our funding from our partners who are both local and international organizations, embassies and international organizations who fund us, including the United Nations. So that is exactly our model, our business model. Actually, I engaged Techno Brain some 2 years ago, and the basis of this was actually because we were facing some financial management challenges. We were facing, by then we were using an accounting package which was not very ideal, which was not really giving us what we were looking for, and we were getting a lot of challenges even in terms of reporting to our donors. At times running over our reporting timelines, at times not effectively and timely reporting on those things. I mean, as far as the grant requirements concerned. So far, I think the relationship has been very good. We've been getting very nice support anytime, anywhere when we need it, and the response has been quite ideal. A week ago or so, we had an evaluation from our partners from UNDP, and one of the things they were excited about is that we were the first, out of 10 organizations which they are reviewing, we were the first organization which they were able to find very good systems, and especially financial management systems which are working. One of the other things that they were able to find out is that now all our reports, we've been able to report on timely basis, we've been able to report very maybe comprehensive reports. So yes, our partners are very happy. In fact, many of them, in fact, to be very exact, 2 of them have actually come back to me personally and asked which kind of package have you been using and where did you buy it. I think once I've been able to give reference and they've been able to engage with Techno Brain.
Techno Brain has been very innovative in terms of providing solutions in the customs and the overall integration of various systems in the organization. They've been very instrumental in ensuring that there is an integration between the motor vehicle registration system and the customs application system, and this has assisted us to plug the loophole that existed in terms of revenue leakage and in terms of creating efficiency in the motor vehicle registration. The process of, especially the new registration, involved a release of the vehicle, that's the custom process, and then the actual registration of the vehicle soon after the vehicle has been released. So the actual integration actually made it very efficient because now a taxpayer will just have to pay the registration at the same time while they're paying the duties, and once a car is released, then you tend to have your registration completed. And therefore, the system of integration created a lot of efficiency, and it has boosted revenue because now there was a lot of or very minimal intervention of people as opposed to the smoothness in the system integration.
IDB Capital, as I've mentioned, is a wholly government-owned parastatal, and we do what we call development financing. We've been in operation for a long time, and we've used different solutions. From Techno Brain, we acquired the Microsoft Dynamics solution, which is a broad ERP that we have deployed in our organization. Key benefits from deployment of Microsoft Dynamics in our vision is basically that there's been some remarkable improvement in efficiency in how our operations are done. The second item that we have noticed that cannot be ignored is that there's been quite a huge reduction in terms of the expense that we used to incur on stationery, because most things are being done online. Then there is the aspect of training, and basically that is imparting the knowledge from Techno Brain's technical team to our users. And this is ongoing because what happens in an organization is that you do have those transfers, internal rotations, and of course sometimes even exit and entrance of new people who will need to be trained on the solution, and we are banking on Techno Brain to be able to handle that process.
As a continent which has lack of infrastructure for IT, the critical ingredient is to find out partners who can scale up small-scale pilot projects to larger scale in partnership with development agencies, donors, sometimes even banks, as well as Intel. Techno Brain partnership started in the education space. We were looking into implementing one-on-one e-learning pilots at schools, and then we looked into what can be done in the healthcare space, especially the training of frontline health workers. This could encompass provision of services of content delivery or training the frontline health workers on ICT. So the collaboration can take form based on the project scope. So we're generally open to any particular competency that the partner has and offers us to succeed in the project or in the business. To reach out to the projects in every corner of Africa, we need partners that have presence in virtually every country. So Techno Brain has offices in Ethiopia, Malawi, Ghana, where we don't have any presence. So this is how you actually create synergies working with a partner like Techno Brain to reach out to those communities or to those people who do not have access to our services at the country, together with a partnership that is solidified with the key competencies of the two companies involved.